If you're looking for creepy videos, it doesn't get any weirder than this one. You can see a woman acting rather bizarrely in front of someone's door, and that's putting it mildly. She looks like she's just got out of some facility, for lack of a better term. Her appearance is bizarre. Her behavior, even more so. She's shouting something, but the real shock came when the homeowner spoke back. That's when she realized she was caught red-handed by a doorbell camera. Her reaction? Priceless. One look at this creepy video was enough to tell you when it was taken. Yes, it was during that whole clown craze of 2016. But this clown is way more mysterious than any other clown I've ever seen. And this is one of those scary videos that'll keep you up at night. And it's mainly because of how this clown tilted his head. If he was going for the creepy psychopath look, he really pulled it off. Anyway, he approached the door of someone's house and just stood there for a while before he eventually went away. Get ready to have your heart racing and your nerves on edge with this bone-chilling true tale caught on camera. The footage begins with a desperate woman knocking on a door for help. But as the seconds tick by, the situation quickly turns terrifying. The woman is being stalked by a man determined to kidnap her, and the camera captures every scream as she fights for her life. In the video, you can hear her screaming as the guy tries to grab her and get her inside his car. You'll be glad to know that the man in the video was soon identified and promptly arrested. Get ready for a nail-biting video of two would-be burglars caught red-handed on camera. At first, it seemed like the doorbell camera had spooked them into abandoning their nefarious plans. But don't be fooled. These guys were nothing if not determined. Just a few minutes later, they were back, ready to force their way into her home. Little did they know, the homeowner was ready for them, and with a quick call to the cops, their scheme was quickly foiled. The two dudes then fled the scene, this time for good. Here you see a man standing by someone's door. He's wearing sunglasses, a bandana covers his face, and he's got a gun. So not suspicious at all, right? The homeowners, who were out of the house at this time, were alerted to the situation by their doorbell camera, and they sprang into action.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, just wondering if you guys saw a lost puppy. He's a pit bull, blue nose. I believe he came in your yard, but I don't want to look without your permission.
Hey, you at the wrong house, dog.
Alright.
When the stranger claimed he was looking for his lost dog and asked to search the backyard, they knew something was amiss. Yeah, dude, that's not gonna happen. And sure enough, the owners told him they'd got the wrong house and better move on, which was enough for this guy to leave the scene. As the footage begins, we see a woman standing on her front porch, but then we hear the screams. The blood-curdling cries piercing through the night sky are like something from a horror movie. It's a scene that'll leave you breathless, wondering what could possibly be happening to cause such a terror. And then, the truth hits you like a ton of bricks. This isn't some scripted thriller or fictional tale. This is a real-life horror story unfolding. The woman is being dragged, kicking and screaming, into a waiting car by an unknown assailant. And despite the best efforts of law enforcement, the case remains unsolved to this day. So what do you think happened on that fateful night? This frightening video will give you sleepless nights. It begins on a peaceful evening when a fire breaks out on the neighboring property, spreading quickly to the house with the doorbell camera. As the owner receives multiple doorbell notifications, panic sets in. In a heart-stopping moment, he rushes out of the house, only to be met with a hellish inferno that would make even the bravest souls tremble. Undeterred, the owner races back outside, fire extinguisher in hand, determined to fight back the flames. But as the fire grows increasingly intense, it becomes clear that this battle cannot be won alone. With the neighbors screaming to evacuate, the owner is forced to abandon his efforts and flee from the home's back door. What's up with people with masks on their faces and hands weirdly placed in their pockets, standing in front of people's doors? Do they think someone would be careless enough to open it for them? When this homeowner asked for their identity, the man responded with a vague, "It's me." But like any sane person, the homeowner didn't buy that for 1 second, and the guy eventually walked away. As he left, another shadowy figure emerged from the dumpster to join him. What sinister scheme are these guys up to? Things only get more chilling as they attempt to break in from the back door. Luckily, the police arrive just in time to thwart their plan, leaving these would-be intruders to vanish into the night.